to the final one. So welcome to our class. For this discussion, we talk about sets, which is one of the basic concepts of mathematics. So what is a set or sets? So a set is a collection of well-defined objects that contains all replicates. So it means that this is a collection of unique objects. And these objects is what we call the elements. So elements are the numbers of the set can be anything. So it could be a number, a letter, a people, and etc. And when you say well-defined objects, it means we can determine whether this object belongs to the group or to the set, or this object does not belong to the set or to the group. Okay, so for example, we have um, the set of vowel letters. So the set of vowel letters means we have the elements A, E, I, O, U. Okay, so A, E, E, O, O. So that is a set of vowel letters. And then take note that we use braces and use capital letters to represent it. So for example, we have the set A is a set of vowel letters. So A is a set equals we have A, E, I, I, O, U. So this is an example of a set. So coming A, E, I, O, U, this is what we call the elements of a set for the numbers C. And take note, we enclose these elements sa ang phrases. And you use capital letters to represent a set. And mga numbers and letters it should be small letters. So for example, the bank accounts in a bank. So that is an example of a set. The set of natural numbers that is also a set. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Then we have the integer numbers, the set of integers numbers that is z equals -3, um, um, positive integers, negative integers, as well as 0. So those are the set of integer numbers. Alright, so there are three ways to describe a set. First, we have word description or verbal description. Right. Going back to the definition of a set, um, for elements, the symbol of element is this one. For example, element A is an element of set A. Okay, so A is an element of A, or A is an element of set A. Pero dili siya element, for example, B is not an element of set A. Okay, so B is not an element of set A. Okay, so let's proceed to the three ways to describe a set. So first we have word description or verbal description method. So this is done by describing the set in words. So for example, we have set A is a set of counting numbers between 2 and 12. So we describe this set A in words. No? So we spell out the of words. A, then set B is a set of vowel letters. So instead of writing this one, so we can write this set as in word description method. So set B is a set of vowel letters. Next is set C is a set of distinct letters in the word sequence. So that is the first method to describe a set. So next we have the listing or cluster method. So this is done by listing the elements of a set. So in listing the elements of the set, each distinct element is listed once, and the order of the elements does not matter. So take note the property of a set that it should be, it can be an order, it should be unique elements, and it should be a well-defined. No? So the order of elements in a set does not matter, and then each element in a set is distinct, meaning like the balik, like the balik. And then a set is defined by a clear rule or property that determines number should. Okay, so balik ka sa listing or cluster method. So first method we have is the word description or verbal description, meaning you describe the set in words. While this one, you list all the elements of a set. Okay, so for example, set A is a set of odd numbers between 1 and 12. So what are between 2 and 12? So what are the odd numbers um, in between so 2 and 12? So we have 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Okay, so you list all the elements na asa na mga odd numbers na in between 2 and 12. So next, we have set B is the set of vowel letters. So we have A, E, I, O, U. And then set C, we have the set of distinct letters in the word apple. So as you can see that if we're going to spell out the word apple, duha siya ka P, pero there is a set, usa ray na isunod. Diba? So each the set contains a distinct element, no? Meaning no duplicates. Alright? Let's try this. Okay, so next we have the set builder notation or defining a property method. So this is done by stating a property which its elements must satisfy. So it is a method that lists the rules that determines whether an object is an element of the set rather than the actual element. So for example, elements are described using the set of all x such that x is blah blah blah. Okay? For example, set A is the set of all s such that x is an odd counting numbers between 2 and 12. Okay, next we have set B is a set of all x such that x is a vowel letter. And the last one is the set of C. Set C is a set of all x such that x is a distinct letter in the word apple. So as you can see that we use the variable x here, but you can change this one second set letter or variable. So you can use a sub a such that a, no, the set of all a such that a, or b set of all b such that b, or the set of all y such that y. Okay. So here are some important sets. So we have n for natural and counting numbers. If nakita niyo yung letter, that means natural or counting numbers. So what are natural and counting numbers? We have 1, 2, 3, capacity, infinity. And then W, that is all numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3. So for natural numbers, 0 is not included, whilst all numbers that 0 is included. Okay? Then I for integers, I or Z. So this one, I or Z, that is integers. Q for rational numbers, R stands for it means real numbers. And then we have the rational numbers, then Um, this one, having a symbol, circle, and it means empty set for only the braces. That means the set that contains nothing. Then for you, that is universal set, which is a set of all objects currently under usage. So that's it. So um, we have sets, elements, then we have three methods to describe the set. Word description, listing method, and the set builder page.